Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I hope we're all doing great today. Welcome to another one of my unboxings. Today we have Sideshow's R2D2 6th scale figure. Now, this is the exclusive edition, which comes with a couple extra accessory. It's not too much of a deal breaker or game changer, but if you order it early, it's there. If you don't, you're not missing out too much. Though I will say, if you want to have literally every possible display option with R2D2, you would have to go with the exclusive route, just because the three extra arms have those display options that I don't know, you would go that route. Now, Sideshow's exclusive edition has sold out a while ago, but you can still find it on the secondary hand market. But the retail for this figure was $149.99, $150 pretty much. So as we fold back the front flap, we see that it's a pretty nicely done window box, and there are tons of accessories here, as you see, which is always fun when you're doing these video unboxings. There's so much to get through, so let's get started. It's a pretty simple package. Everything's pretty much right up at the very top, just one layer, so you don't have to dig through 18 layers just to get to one item and then put it back away, and it's pretty simple. Now, the three bottom arms we see there are the exclusive arms. And like I said, if you're a completionist, a purist, and maybe you want to have the option of having every possible display option down the line, maybe this is for you. But if not, I mean, these three arms it doesn't make the package any better or any worse. It was 150 retail, so it's not breaking the bank. The first thing we're going to pull out is the set of instructions, which are so incredibly vague. It leaves out so much pertinent information that I just don't know what Sideshow was thinking. I didn't even request it, but a few days after I received my figure, I got another set of instructions emailed to me because it probably was an issue. Okay, so let's get on with the figure here. Now, immediately lifting it up, it's very light. It feels very hollow, but it is a smaller piece. You have some nice detail, some of that trademark damage right by his, what would you call it, an eye? Um, there's some weird, well, on my figure here, there's a weird dent in there. I don't know how that happens. I don't know if that's intentional or that's, you know, accurate, but there's a lot of trademark damage that they try to replicate here. There's some articulation in his dome head place. Some more trademark damage we have scrolling through right there. Nice touch. Up at the very top of the dome head, it's hard to tell, but everything is concealed. There's everything there up top has a purpose, but everything's hidden. We'll get to that in a moment. So now let's start moving down his body. Everything is so concealed. They did a really good job at keeping everything in. There's some more trademark damage there on his left arm. Some of those little vent flaps are shallow but hollow on the opposite side. The hoses over here, there's some kind of strange black marks on mine. I don't know what that is, but yeah, the little cables there are actually cables. Everything looks pretty good. The colors are done very well. The finish is done really well. The attention to details, like the little damages, especially the trademark damages, are a nice touch. But I can't help but notice the seam lines or the mold lines where they put two pieces of the mold together. You can see the splitting, and you can even feel it too. From a distance, it's not too big of an issue, but when you get close up, like these images you see in his arms and whatnot, you can see them, and they're a little distracting. But that's just me. You guys be the judge for yourselves if you guys really like how it looks so far. So as far as articulation goes, his dome obviously turns left and right. Um, his arms, you can bend back and pivot his feet so that you can get that tripod to come out stance. And to get that, it's really difficult. This one was stuck. You're supposed to push in and it pops. It's supposed to pop out, but it gets stuck. It snags on mine. And I've heard the same from other people as well. But yeah, you just got to kind of just keep going at it until it gives. This is my favorite part of this entire ensemble setup. This is the little table with the Princess Leia holograph display. If you're going that way, there's some more seam lines again right there. Sorry to point that stuff out, but it's little things like that kind of annoy me on premium pieces. Now let's pull out the battery tab, and there's a little piece up here that is concealing the little peg hole where you would put the Princess Leia hologram in. So we're going to take that off first, and using the magnetic lightsaber hilt, we're going to pull the little peg cover off. Here's the little Princess Leia hologram. It's very tiny, but it's very detailed. They did a really good job at the likeness on just something this tiny. Now it's a tight fit, but we're just gonna you give it a little bit of force, maybe a little bit of rotation to get it in there. And it's concealed, but in a pretty clever way. But the light on-off switch is actually that handle right there. It's a little loose. Now with the lights off, this hologram looks spectacular. It's so simple in design, but the execution on this look is just absolutely perfect. Using the magnetic lightsaber hilt, we're going to open the various panels on his front body. Next, we're going to get into the light up features of the R2D2 body himself. There's 2 points where it rotates right here, right below the silver lining, and then one right above the blue lining. And you want to remove it at the blue lining, turning clockwise and then just giving it a little tug until it finally gives. Underneath, we can remove the battery cover, not the battery cover, but the battery stop, and then hit the light switch. Something the instructions don't state, which is kind of an important issue, is that after you turn the light switch on, right above R2D2's right arm, the blue panel there, it's touch capacitive. And you hit it twice to get the different lighting effects. And with the third hit, turning it off completely. And let's move on to the accessories in R2D2's dome. I have to stress that you gotta be so careful when tinkering with these things. They're so fragile. Everything's made out of plastic, and everything, all these doors are like spring activated or spring loaded, and it's so easy to break any one of these items here. So when you're handling this, please be as careful as possible. If nothing is giving, just stop right there and adjust what you're doing. You have a little compartment like this compartment here. This you know, would pop out. This is the what is it? The life form scanner. You have another trap door that would be what you use to hide the lightsaber hilt, the magnetic lightsaber hilt. Um, I must say, like, just messing around with this just to see what each one of these did was incredibly stressful because I mean you could just feel anything ready to give and snap at any moment. So next we have the drink tray, and I'm going to speed everything up so we can just get through this really quick. There's a lot of pieces that go into putting the drink tray together. The serving arm is one of the interesting points of the drink tray display option. There's so many articulating points on this arm, as you can see here. And lastly, guys, we're gonna put on, the arms so you can get just an idea with, what R2D2 looks like, and the articulation he gets up at the front with the arms on. I think this is a pretty good piece. At 150, it's not asking for too much, so it's hard to argue for something that against something that has this many display options, this many accessories, and only costs 150. If you are waiting for something better, I'm pretty sure Hot Toys is going to be doing their version of R2D2 pretty soon, since they just got the Star Wars license not too long ago. Anyways, I hope this video helped you guys out if you're on the fence about it. Like if you like the video, dislike if you dislike the video. Every click helps me out a lot and I genuinely appreciate it. I want to do some more of these videos for you guys, and the pieces are still trickling out from the port of California. So stay tuned, guys. I hope to see you again soon, and take care.